We're at Last Rites Tattoo in New York City with Stefano Alcantara, an amazing tattoo artist, drawer, painter, curator of the upcoming New York Empire State Tattoo Expo. We're going to talk about it in a minute. But first of all, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you ended up here in New York City tattooing next to Paul Booth, nonetheless?
I've been tattooing for almost 21 years, and back in Peru, and after I don't know, I've been here pretty much like 7 years maybe. Here, I was invited by Paul to do a guest spot first, and then for me that was already an accomplishment for me. That'll be the first Latin here in at Last Rites in New York. Then he invited me to be part of the permanent crew, and that was even more excited to start learning here and get better and get influenced by Paul and all the artists who are amazing here in New York. The whole city is inspiring.
And what are some of the things that he taught you starting up? What were some like kind of the lessons that he gave you as a mentor?
Yeah. That definitely. Even if everybody have a different style here, the influence is of course is something I cannot deny, because I started as a color artist at the beginning. I was hired as a color artist, and then little by little was doing more black and gray and a little bit more dark things. Even being surrounded but everything here, so it's impossible to do happy things. So, but yeah, definitely I learned so much here since I came. My life was totally the opposite when I was in Peru. Yeah,
And you have two tattoo shops in Peru.
that's correct.
Yeah, and how long did that come about, and how do you do if you're here to manage them over there?
Well, since I moved, I never closed my first tattoo shop in Lima, so it was always open. And then when I went back, the shop was already too small. I have everything like booked with artists. So when I was coming back, and I was bringing friends and doing guest artists and everything, there was no place for everybody who was coming back. So I opened another one, a private one, a big one, even with rooms for guest artists to stay, and a really comfortable location. And well, that will be. I have now, like 2 months ago, I opened a gallery tattoo shop also there. So I have 3 in Peru. The name starts because I was the only one tattooing back then when I started, and I didn't plan to actually be having many artists with me. So it was just for me, but it started to grow. But the name was already in the culture, I would say, of Peruvian tattoos and stuff like that. So I didn't see any sense for me to change the name. So.
And which is the first tattoo you got?
I have one who is already a cover. There was actually I saw in a magazine actually where Paul were, and there was a Jesus, like really dark Jesus, but Mas Caballero have it in his forearm.
Okay.
So I saw it and I was like, wow. So I just redraw it a little bit different. I was redrawing it, and then that was my first tattoo. Now it's covered for something totally different.
Did Paul cover that one?
No, Paul didn't.
And hey, you have the New York Empire State Tattoo Expo coming.
Yeah, it's gonna be here at Hilton in Midtown. We're having a Last Rite Gallery, having a show for it's called Flesh to Canvas, for just tattoo artists showing paintings. So that will be really interesting. It's actually the 4th year Last Rite is doing it. Mm-hmm. So just check it out. And I'm the, how you say, I'm the curator of the artists there. So it's gonna be like really cool.
And what other artists gonna be there?
What do you mean?
Like, I mean, apart from you, I imagine Paul's gonna be there. Who are some other artists that are gonna come to New York for this?
Well, and they're coming from all over the world. Yeah. They're coming from Europe, from the other coast, from China, from everywhere. So it's gonna be a cool show.
Hell yeah. And Stefano, as a tattoo artist in 2015, what do you think about the tattoo competitions? Do you think it helps the scene and the industry, or do you think it's not necessary to have competitions when it comes to tattoo art?
Well, in every tattoo convention is a competitions or like a contest, like Paul making fun of me. Paul, you should come here just to talk to us. Come here, come here.
Don't believe a word he says. He's completely full of shit.
Well, in tattoo conventions, there are contests from every category. Yeah, it's not about who wins or who not. It's just about to share the art and see good work out in the stage and have the opportunity to the artists to show their best work. Of course a lot of people or tattoo artists are sometimes competitive and wanna just win the trophy. The trophies are really cool. So just it's all about different artists. Some tattoo artists don't like to compete, or the ones they do. So
Right.
yeah.
So you don't have, you're not against it. When you sit on
hell
TV,
no.
you think it's a good thing for tattoo to be
hell
exposed
no,
that
no,
way.
no, I'm not against it at all. No, not at all. When I started my career, I definitely compete many times just to put my name out there. It's a great way to push yourself a little bit, trying to have more exposure to the tattoo community in every city you go. So yeah, it's not a bad thing at all. No, they need to be good judges. So and be really fair for who's the winner.
And what is the most complex tattoo you've done? Because there's everything from this big to the entire body. What is been the most complex that you've done, and how long did it take?
Yeah, I did like pieces starting from the neck to the toes, so it's several sessions, several hours. So I don't know. I don't know how many sessions. I don't know how many hours. Oof, that would be really hard to say, because I did many sleeves who are like, I don't know, 10 sessions, or the whole back piece. I was telling you can be like, I don't know, like another 15 sessions, each one of 6-7 hours. So just make the math. But I mean, my longest day I remember, it was like one day I started 2 tattoos and start probably at around 10 a.m. I did one tattoo and then take one break to draw another tattoo, collaboration with a friend, and I finished at 5:30 a.m. the next day. So it was a really long day, but probably my longest.
It's a lot of work, man. People might
lot.
see it, outsiders might see it as, that doesn't take that much work, but it's the same as any other artist. That's what's cool about, I think, maybe the television shows and different competitions, that they make people realize, hey, you know what? This is a very serious art form. It takes a lot of talent.
Yeah. I think for any art form or tattoos or paints or anything, it's not about the time, how long you take. It's all about how good you do it. So, you know, it's
Quality over quantity.
quality over quantity for sure, for sure. Yeah, I for example, in my personal case, I do one tattoo per day pretty much. Sometimes I do two when they are too small tattoos, stuff like that. But I prefer to do just one, focus on one tattoo, and that's it. And whatever it takes, it takes.
Would you ever get your face or your neck tattooed?
Yeah, I never said never to anything. I'm open, but I'm really cautious and really picky who tattoo me. So it's really hard sometimes to get the time with artists. So I just need to be patient.
Of course, it's all about patience.
Yeah.
So yeah, the New York Empire State Tattoo Expo is coming up. Be there, check it out. Stefano will be there. A lot of cool artists are gonna be there. We're gonna put the website on the screen right now so you guys can check it out. Come out, and it's gonna happen every year. So if this year you can't make it because it's happening pretty soon, next year make sure you come out to New York and experience the tattoo art in another realm. People are usually in the galleries, kind of confined, but the tattoo expos are cool because you see everybody in the same place. It's almost like a hospital full of machines. It's cool.
That's correct. It's many artists, going to be more than 100. So it's a lot of art to see, a lot of fun things to watch.
You better be there. Don't miss it. Thank you, man.
Thank you.